Janice Wald. I'm from the blog called Reflections at mycurrentnewsblog.com. Thank you for checking in with me today. We are here today to discuss blogging basics, and I really mean basics, like you don't even have a blog, so basic. We are just discussing how to make one and then the very basics that you need to know to get started. So, the first thing you should really consider is if you're going to have a specified topic. And there's a lot of discussion on this point. I have decided for me it is most effective to have a specified topic, which is blogging. I give advice to bloggers. It's specific enough that I will be able to attract a certain population, but broad enough that I can have lots of subtopics on that. You do what you want, but I know that works for me. Once you decide a topic, the second thing you should think about is what you're going to call your site name. My name is called Reflections. Why? I guess I thought I would give reflections about blogging. And just so that you can be clear on the difference in the terminology, you see here it says Reflections. That is the name of my site. Under it, it says mycurrentnewsblog.com. My blog is called Reflections. My website is mycurrentnewsblog.com. While we're talking about terms, let's keep going. Some people, before they've even started, don't know the difference between a blog and a blog post. A blog is what your topic is about. As I said, mine is about blogging. But the individual blog posts are the various articles that I write on each of those subtopics. So now that you've given some thought to what your topic is going to be when you write, you should think about getting a domain name. I'm not trying to be too technical with you today in this very basic video. However, if somebody else thinks of the same name as you, you're going to have to come up with a new one. I did have to pay for mycurrentnewsblog.com, but the price is minimal. I think domain names are 20 or less. And the best part is when you try to get yourself a domain name, the computer will tell you which ones are available and which ones are taken. So once your site name is decided, your URL is decided, your domain name, you're ready to get started. But you've got to think about where you're going to do it. Your choices are, at least to my understanding, WordPress. See, I'm holding this book, WordPress for Dummies, which I highly recommend. I learned so much, as you see by my post-it notes and paper clips, by reading this book. They also have, I'm sure, Blogger for Dummies. Google owns Blogger. I first started on Blogger. I thought maybe I could get Google advertising, but I found that people needed a Google account to be able to comment, and that was frustrating for me. So I quickly switched over to WordPress. I know people that have switched to WordPress, and I'm very, very happy with it. And I'll tell you why. WordPress, they work all the time at helping their users. Even Thanksgiving, they were there to help me. They're very nice, and they're so easy to understand when they help their users. And I find it's easy, it's user-friendly. They even have classes for beginning bloggers. I highly recommend you use WordPress. I hear all serious bloggers do. Secondly, you're all set. I can't think of anything else. Those are the basics. That's all you need to know. You are now ready to go to the laptop and write your first blog post. Very exciting stuff. Let's go ahead and look at it, shall we? I have this all ready to go for you. Sadly, it went to sleep while I was talking. I will tell you while I'm getting this going once again that I have many, many articles all about these blogging topics at, do you remember the name of my site? See the difference between a site, a URL, and a post. Once again, my site is called Reflections. But if you want to read all about these topics and more blogging topics, you would go to mycurrentnewsblog.com, my URL. Okay? So let's go ahead and see what to do now. WordPress has some great defaults we don't need to talk about in this very basic video. If you want to see what they are, go to settings. They're very easy to understand, and they'll enable people to comment and like. Good stuff. Okay, so let's go ahead and see right now what is on the screen. What I am pointing at right now is where to put your headline. So you want to think of a headline that's engaging enough. People will want to read your article. This section here is where you do the typing. They say it's a good idea to have an interesting picture that goes with your contents, and right around here you will see where it says add media. That's important. It will not say add photo or picture. Add media. So you've got your headline, you've got your picture, you've got your article. What more do you need except to click the publish button? So if you look over here, this button right here says publish. Go ahead and click it. Don't worry about anything, and I'll tell you why not. WordPress will stop you from publishing your post if there are any errors in it. So it will say, wait, you have these errors. It will underline them for you and give you a chance to fix them before you publish your very first blog post. Once again, if you have any questions or you'd like to read more about these very basic topics and more advanced blogging topics, I recommend you check out my site, once again, Reflections, at mycurrentnewsblog.com. Thank you for checking in with me today. I'll see you there.